In earlier class, we discussed about the dispersion of light and also whenever the light is incident on the prism, then small angled prism and minimum deviation. Now, and also some of the sunrises, the natural instance of sun due to the sunlight, whenever it incident on that, then it will be light will be dispersed into the means splitting into the different colors, means several colors, that is Xxxii, and also we discussed about it. In that, one of the natural thing is a rainbow. Means in rainbow, when the rain comes, after the rain, if the sun rays are incident on the water droplets which are in the atmosphere, then the light will travel into this water droplets and it will suffer with the some of internal reflection and sparkles. It gives the dispersion, means it gives the different colors of light, means the light will disperse into its constituent colors and so that rainbow can be formed. When the sunlight is traveling after the rain, some of the droplets will be stay on the atmosphere, so that the sunlight travel into the water droplets and suffers a total internal reflection and due to some of the refractions and the disperse the colors and that can be rainbow can be formed. In that case, here the rainbow is produced due to the phenomenon of dispersion, due to the dispersion of light, sunlight when the water drops floating in the air after rain. Means here the observer is there, light always behind, whenever we can observe the rainbow, whenever the light is coming from the behind the observer, then only we can see the rainbow. Means here when these are the droplets, these two are the droplets. Here whenever the light is coming from the sunlight, is white light is coming from this and enters due to the refraction, enters into the water droplet and it will suffers one refraction here. Whenever it enters, that one it is the incident ray. Then whenever it is enters into this, due to the total internal reflection inside the water droplet, then it will comes to into the another part, then it will emerges and it will visible to our eye with the angle of some of the angle, and also it will disperse another color also violet, and violet color is also one of the reflection. Whenever is incident, this dispersion will be possible, so that the two colors red and violet means more several colors can be seen. So here is that whenever it is dispersed with the angle of the two type of rainbows can be formed, means the rainbow seen when the sun is behind the observer only. So that here that the primary rainbow and secondary rainbow, primary rainbow which can be seen by us after the rain whenever the sunlight is incident on the droplets. Here that simply we can say that this is the axis of the observer, we are watching it from this is observer eye. Here the droplets enters into the water droplet, sunlight enters into the water droplet and here is the two refractions and inside one reflection will pass, that is internal reflection, the total internal reflection, and it will emerges the two type of rays, that is red and violet. Red will be the upper side, means when the rainbow is formed like this, then in the primary rainbow, the upper side of the light will be the red light, means red color. The color which is forms on the rainbow, upper side of the color is red and inside will be the violet, means here the red upside of the red and inside will be the violet. Due to the two refractions and one reflection, the primary rainbow can be formed. Whenever the sunlight is suffers two refractions and one reflection, that primary rainbow can be formed. And at an angle of the violet ray, the violet color will visible when the angle is at 40 degrees of angle, we can see the visible. With the violet color can be on the lower side and red color will be the upper side, means whenever we watching, red color can be seen. Here is our eye, whenever we seen this like this and with the eye, this is the 40 degrees and this is the 42 2 degrees of angle we can see the red color and white color. So that's why red color will the upper side and the violet color will be the lower side. Red color makes an angle with the eye axis of the with the rainbow is 40 degrees, violet color will be 40, violet color will be 40 and red color will be 42 degrees of rainbow. This is the primary rainbow diagram. When this is the violet color will making an angle 40 and this is a red color making an angle 42. If we come for the secondary rainbow means sometimes the secondary rainbow is fainter than the primary rainbow, so that can be primary rainbow can be observed. Here that when the light ray means sunlight is incident on the water droplet which is after the rain which is floating in the air, then due to that some of the refractions means 2 refractions and 2 internal reflections. So that way that sunlight suffers 2 refractions and 2 reflections. Here that when the sunlight is coming and incident on the water droplet, due to the change of its medium, then refraction will be possible, refraction will happen. So that's why it disperses the colors, and here is the one of the reflection, total internal reflection. Here is one of the total internal reflection. 2 reflections, total internal reflections, and whenever the incident on the water droplet, that is one is the refraction, and whenever it emerges, and at that point also another refraction will be possible. So that's why 2 refractions and 2 internal reflections is possible, is happened. So that's why light is more fainter than that cannot be visible all the time. So secondary rainbow will not be visible all the times because of here violet color is the on upper side and red color is on lower side. So that's why here whenever the lower side means here this is the red color is the lower side, upper side is violet, upper side is violet. So that's why whenever the I want to see, if we want to see this, then the angle made by this will be the 50 degrees and the violet color makes an angle 53 degrees, means at an angle of more angle will be there. So that's why we can't see in all the time secondary rainbow all the time. So that will be the less can be clear, it can be clearly not clear visible. It will be primary rainbow can be visible clearly, but secondary rainbow can't see clearly. Here is that is 53 degrees of upper side, 53 degrees which is making an angle violet color upper side in the secondary rainbow, and here that the 50 degrees be the red color making an angle with the axis of our eye on with the rainbow. This is about a rainbow. Once again, when the water droplets means rainbow is produced due to the dispersion of light by small water drops, small raindrops floating in air after rain. Then the rainbow is seen when the sun is behind the observer. Only sun is behind the observer, we can see this. Then here the 2 types of rainbows can be formed, that is primary rainbow and secondary rainbow. In the primary rainbow, the primary rainbow is formed when sunlight suffers 2 refractions and 1 reflection. Means here 2 refractions and 1 reflection. Means sunlight whenever enters into the water droplet, it disperses the colors and it will incident the internal reflected, and whenever it is emerges outside, then it will be the emerging outside, then it will be 2 colors will come. We can see between the 2 colors the total colors will be formed. Between the red and violet the total colors will be formed. Upper side of the color will be red, means here the upper side of the color will be red. So here it is that which is having that more wavelength, we know that. So that's why it can be visible clearly. Due to that also in traffic signals red color can be used. So that's why here the red color is outside of the rainbow, and inside lower side of the rainbow will be violet in the primary rainbow, which is making an angle, means violet making an angle 40 degrees with the axis, and here the red color means red color is an upper side making an angle with the eye is 42 degrees with the axis of a rainbow. And if we come for the secondary rainbow, whenever light ray incident, sunlight is incident on the water droplet, then it suffers the two internal reflections and two refractions, so that can be formed that violet and red color between the rainbow can be formed, that cannot be visible clearly. In sometimes it is fainter than the primary rainbow is observed. So that's why here whenever it suffers two reflections and two refractions, then light will be on the upper side of the color will be violet, and lower side of the rainbow color will be red color. They make an angle, the red color will make an angle of 50 degrees and violet will be 53 degrees. So that's why here we can't see clearly, the second rainbow can't see clearly. This is the one of the natural phenomena due to the sunlight. Whenever the sunlight is incident on the water droplets, the light can be dispersed. Due to the dispersion of light, rainbow can be formed in the atmosphere after the rain. So that here the primary rainbow is formed when sunlight suffers one reflection and two refractions. One reflection and two refractions. And also before emerging, means before it is emerging inside, so before emerging it will like this from the water droplets. In this case the violet color is on the lower side, means violet color is on the lower side, and red color is on upper side of the rainbow. Red color is upper side of the rainbow. This is the rainbow, then this is the lower side and this is the upper side. With an angle, this will be it has been observed that violet color makes an angle 40 degrees, means this is the violet color, this makes an angle 40 degrees, and red makes an angle 42 degrees. This is the red color will be upper side, this is 42 degrees at eye with the axis of a rainbow. Then in the secondary rainbow, sometimes the secondary rainbow is fainter than primary rainbow will be observed. This formed by the sun rays which suffers two internal reflections and two refractions. Two internal reflections and two refractions. So that's why here with an angle of outside color will be violet and inside color will be red. Means upper side will be the violet and lower side of the rainbow is a red color. The violet makes an angle of 53 degrees. The violet makes an angle outside of the color makes an angle with the 53 degrees, that will be in the second rainbow, that is violet color, and inside of the rainbow color will be red, that makes an angle with the 50 degrees at the rainbow. The angle makes with eye at the rainbow. This is about a rainbow, one of the natural phenomena due to the sunlight.